at any point. If you have any concern at any point, you can always use the chatbot to drop your messages, all right? So I welcome you all to today's class. Today we are going to be discussing one of the most important subjects in SQL. It is called join. I don't know if you can see my screen now. Let me take you to my screen. You can see my Excel, right? Okay, here. So it is called the SQL join and union. You can call it union or join. It's simply telling you, remember, I told you that the tables are separated, unlike Excel, right? The tables in SQL are separated. You cannot, let me see if I have, actually created a table in Excel, but I don't know if that table has been deleted because I'm not sure I saved it. Um, I didn't save it. The table I created, I wanted to use for this example. Anyway, we'll use another thing as example. So you know that in SQL, unlike in Excel, where you have all of those all your table in just one straight table, you can clearly see everything, right? But in SQL, these tables are separated and they are not seeing each other. All these tables are separate tables entirely. Just that they can be in the same database, but they are separated. So how now do you handle multiple tables in case you have different information? Like some of the projects you'll be doing, or most of the work, not even some, all of the work you'll be doing will certainly have different information in different table. And these are informations you need to work with. So for example, we want to know, let's say you want to know, or your manager asks you to know which particular customer rep is handling this particular customer. I know that your customer rep is an employee. So that customer rep has to be in the employees table. And your manager wants to know which customer rep is handling, because each time a customer signs up to that business, they assign, just like your bank. Let's use what you're familiar with, like your bank. Each time you go to a bank and open an account, they will assign you what they call account manager. In business, that account manager is called the customer rep. That person is someone that is in charge of, taking care of handling your accounts, doing everything about, like, recently I needed to open an account to do a particular international transaction with the UBA bank in Nigeria, United Bank for Africa. So I had to go to a UBA. No, I didn't have an account with them, but they have Western Union. So when I wanted to receive money from Germany, my own bank that I bank with, Stanbic, they do not offer Western Union service. It is only UBA. So I went to UBA, they did it. They now suggested I must have to open an account with them for them to be able to convert the money to my own currency and transfer it. So they assigned an account manager to me. That account manager is the person that is in charge of doing everything about opening my account, handling my accounts. Whatever issues I have, he will be the one in charge, just like that. So, and it is like that for every single customer they have. They will assign a manager. So now that bank will have different tables in their database. They will have my own detail in customers table. They have that account manager's detail in the employees table or managers table or something that, then they have transactions, all the transaction that happens in another transaction table. Now you see, there are three different tables now. Three different tables: the customers table, employees table, transaction table. But these three tables has to be seeing each other because I'm the customer. If I perform a transaction, it goes to the transaction table. And then my manager has to handle if I have an issue, maybe there's something called feedback table or something. It doesn't make sense anyway, but if I have an issue, a complaint, my complaint cannot go to the transaction table because complaint is not transaction. There may be something called the inquiry table, feedback table, or anything. It will go to the feedback table. So all these tables, how do we know that, okay, this customer is the person that performed this transaction and this is the manager that is handling this customer? Or how do we know that this customer is the person that, laid this complaint and this is the manager that is actually handling the complaint and solving it? There has to be a connection, a relationship. It is called join or union in SQL. All right. Now, let me try to go to Excel. Like I told you, I lost the table I created for this class, but let's see if we can use one of the old tables we already had. Let's use this cookies table. I think let me go to, we had a cookies table. So I will just go to my desktop. I will use this one, cookies. We've used this table multiple times, so let's use it again. So this is going to open up three different tables for us. The first one is the cookies table. Remember this data set. This data set is the one for, let me cancel this one. Okay, so we have three tables. This is the other table. This is the cookies customers table. And this is, let me do something. I'm trying to bring all the tables into one sheet, enable, so that we can edit it. So this is the other table. So let me open new sheets and bring in the other two instead of having them in separate. This one is here. I'll just copy everything and then I'll put it in this one. Good. I'll highlight everything. Make it align. It's not aligning well, though. Okay. Sorry about this. I created a table. Oh no, instead of doing this one, let's just create our own table. It will be faster. So let's have a general table so that you understand this thing that I'm trying to say. Or before we get to this point, let's just continue without this table. Let's continue. I don't know. So, like I was saying, it is called join. Join is what brings all of these tables together. All right. So, like I explained here, SQL join statements. SQL join statement is used to combine data from two or more tables based on a common field between them. You see? So remember when we talked about the foreign keys and the primary keys, right? So for two tables to be able to join together, there must be a common or there must be a or more than one common columns. Do you get? For me and you to be related, it is a must that we must share the same name. Is either we are from the same family, we are sharing the same surname, or we are from the same community, or we are from the same kindred, or there has to be a common ground for us to be to connect. If there is none of this thing, then we'll have to create a common ground called marriage or a relationship for us to be able to become one. So, for you to be able to join two tables in your database, those two tables must have a common column. Remember, we did this thing, primary keys, and that common table or common column is called the primary keys and the foreign keys, okay? So I want us to create a table by ourselves and see how these connections are done before we now come back to different type of join, and then we'll now do the actual joining in our database. So let's go to Excel. I don't want us to use, though this one is going to, okay. Will this one be able to give me what I want? No. Let's just create a new one by ourselves. So let's say we have maybe here we have the product. So here we have products. Okay, here we have product ID. Just bear with me. Here we have product ID. Then here we have customer ID. Then here we have store ID. No, here we have the price of the products or the quantity of the products. Then here we'll have unit price of the products. Then we'll have sales price. So here we'll have unit price, unit price. Then here I will have quantity of the products. Then here we'll have sales price. Then here we'll have the store ID. And then here we'll have what again? Okay, I think that's all. So let's put in the value, the product ID. Let's say the product ID is 100. Here's okay, let's just make it simple. Here's 1 product ID. Here is 2. Here is 1. Here's 3. Here's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just make it 5. Then the customer ID will have customer ID 2, customer ID 1, customer ID 1, customer ID 2, customer ID 3. Then the unit price of the product maybe is $5. This one is $3. This one is $4. This is $6. This is $4. This one is maybe $9. Then the quantity that was bought, maybe here this person bought 3. This person bought 2 pieces. This person bought just 1. This person bought 5. This person bought. Then for the unit price, the store ID, this should be store ID, right? Then the unit price will be units times quantity. All right, here will be 10. Here will be 9. Here will be 4. Here will be 6 times 5 should be 30, right? Then here will be 18. So we are creating the table by ourselves. Then the store ID. The store ID maybe 2, 3, 3, 4, 1. All right, so what else should we put here? So the next table we are going to have is the product table. Here is going to be the product table. And this is the product ID. This is the product's name. Product name. Then this is the what again about the products. So the product ID will be 1, product ID 2, product ID 3, product ID 4. So we don't have product ID 4. Name of the product, maybe this product is laptop. Maybe this product is pen. Then this product is iPhone. What next? We should have the customer ID, right? So the customer table. For the customer table, I'm creating this thing with you now so that you can see how these things are created from scratch. If I had created the table already and then just started showing you, you may not understand. The customer's name, the customer's country, the customer's phone number. That is the contacts. It can be email, can be anything. Customer's contacts. So the customer ID 1, customer ID 2, let's just put it 3, okay? Then the customer's name, maybe Chris. Then we have Marco. Then we'll have Cindy. And then the country is Nigeria. We'll have Ghana. And then we'll have Uganda. Then the contacts can just be at. This is at. I don't know why it's not even here. At. Okay. Oh no, it's not working. Okay, let's just use Chris at gmail.com. This is Marco at gmail.com and Cindy at gmail.com. Okay, so this is it though. This is just the magic. So maybe we want to also have a store table where you have the store ID and then the store location. That's all. So store ID 1, store ID 2, store ID 3. We'll have this store in Nigeria. We'll have this store in Ghana. We'll have this store in Uganda. Good. So this is the main table. Let's convert it to table actually. Let's convert this to table. Convert this to table. And then convert this to table as well. So these are the table we have. You can see we've created our own table. This is the main table here. This is the main table that has everything. All right. And this is the way it should be in Excel. But when you want to move it to SQL now, this is now the table. Because you obviously cannot, let me see if I can delete this one. Okay, good. You obviously cannot put the big table inside your database, right? You have to now break them into different tables. So there has to be a link for these tables to be seeing each other. There has to be a common link between them. All right. So let's say we want to join these two tables now. You can see that there's what we call the common column. These products, you can see in the main table, you have the product ID. And in this product table, you also have the product ID. Now, I want someone to help us. You already know about the concept of foreign keys and primary keys, right? Do you remember? So, who can tell us which of these two tables have the primary key and which one has the foreign key? And just explain why do you think which one? I want Edna to help us. Let me call names because I noticed she was not in class. She started being active recently. Edna, are you here? It's like she's not in class today. Someone else can help us if you can. If you can explain to us between these two tables now, do we have anything in common? Yes, we have common columns, but how are they related? Through the keys, foreign keys and primary keys. So which of them has the primary key and which of them has the foreign key? How do we know foreign keys and primary keys? Anyone?
Okay, I think the primary keys are the separated tables because they are unrepeated. Then the foreign key is the general table that has repeated keys or repeated numbers.
So which of the table between the product key, product table and the general table, which one has foreign keys and which one has primary keys?
The general table has the foreign keys, while the product table on its own has the primary key.
Yeah, that's correct. Exactly. So you can see that the keys are not repeating here. In primary key, it doesn't repeat, but in foreign keys, they certainly repeat. So this is good. That means these two tables can join. Let's look at the customers table. Is there any common table between these two? Let's see. Yes, they have common table, customer ID. Here we have customer ID. So these two tables can see each other. They can actually join. Then here we have store ID. Do we have a common? Yeah, sure. We have store ID here and we have store ID here. They are common. Now, that's something you must know. Most of the time when joining a table, most of the time the common column between them usually have the same name, the same column name. You can see store ID, store ID. You can see product ID, product ID. So most of the time they do have the same name. But on few occasions, they will not have the same name at all. They will not have the same name. The names will be different. But how you know is that when you look into the rows and see the contents. Now let me show you. Let's see if we can use one example. Look at this one. This table now, customer ID here, order ID here, products. So now let's check the customers table to see if they have the same name. This is the customer table. So customer ID, you can see the name is the same, right? So it is customer ID. Then you can see the ID here, 123. So if you go back to the main table, cookies table, sorry, where is the main table? This is the main table. You can see customer ID. So it is the same name. And if you look at the contents, the rows, there are numbers from 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that one. Okay. Let's look at the next one. The order ID. The order ID, the name, table name. Let's see the heading name. This is the order table. Now let's look at the cookie type. If you look at the cookie type, now let's look at the products. Look at the products table. This is the products column. The products column here. Now let's go to the products table. Obviously, cookie is the product that is being sold. So cookie, this table is the product table. But look at the name here, it's cookie type. So they are not the same. In the main table, it is called products. The column name is product, but here it is cookie. So how do we know that it is this column that they have in common? Is by looking at the contents. You can see chocolate chips, fortune cookie, oatmeal raisin, snickerdoodle. So here they are not repeating. Now let's go to the general table, the main table. You will see that in this product we have chocolate chips. Scroll down, you see fortune cookies. You see oatmeal raisin. You see snickerdoodle. So you see, it is the same product, sugar. You can see the same thing that is here. Those are the same product that are there. So this is the column they have in common, these two tables. I don't know, this my Power BI has opened. Let me close it back so that it will not consume my battery. Sorry. That refused to close. Oh. So you can see what I'm saying now. These two tables, this one is the same thing as this, even though they don't have the same name. If you want to join them now, you're going to join this column because they have the same thing. So sometimes it will not be the same name, but most of the times, the majority of the time, the two columns that you're going to use to join will be the same name. So I just wanted you to take notes so that you don't get confused when you jam something else that's not really the same. So here, we can now understand the concept of foreign keys and primary key. That all look at this one. If you want to join this table now to this one, you can see it has store ID here. So these three tables. Now, can we join these three tables, this and this? Can we join this and this? Someone should tell us. Can we join this one and this one? If you want to join them now, can someone please tell us if we can? Can we join the product table and the customers table?
You can't join them
Why?
because uh, there is no key. Like the key that each of them has is different, so you can't
Exactly.
join them together.
They don't have any common column. No common column.
Correlation. Yeah.
They don't have any relationship at all. So don't wait. These two cannot see each other. The same thing with these two, and the same thing. In fact, the three of them cannot see each other. All right. So now that we understand this, let's go back to let me have to close all these things. This Power BI has refused to close. Okay, it has. So now let's go back to PowerPoint. So now there are different kind of join. You can't just go and join anyhow. There has to be several. There are several. You can see you have the inner join, the outer join, the left join, the right join, the self join, the cross join, natural. All these things are different types of join, but the most popular ones that you're going to be meeting every time or you're going to be using is these four. These are the four that you're going to pay attention to: the inner join, the left join, the right join, and the full outer join or the full join. The inner join, the left join, and then the right join and full outer join. So what is inner join? This thing is very simple. Join and union is like the most simplest topic in SQL. It's just like normal English, like so inner join, left join, right join, and full join. So let's explain that and see. I think I used some diagrams so to make it easy for you. Remember back then in school when you did intersection in mathematics, this is where it comes into play. So your mathematics teacher was not actually wrong. You totally useless. All the maths you learned. So when you learn intersection, this is where it applies. You can see the left join, you can see the right join, the inner join, and then the full join. From this picture, it is well explanatory, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so someone should help us explain from just your own from what you're seeing. Help us explain left join from what you're seeing in the picture here.
Okay, can I talk?
Hmm.
All right. So according to what I see here, so the left join is going to give us all the data from the left
Table.
table. and also it is going to include the data at which both right and left table intersect.
Thank you. Please, can you give a round of applause? Who is it? Is that Mr. Who is that? I didn't see your name. I was I was enjoying your voice.
Abdul Latif.
Okay, Abdul Latif. Good.
Yes.
So I think this guy, he was a student in mathematics. Was maths your favorite? Or you just love intersection, the topic
We love
intersection?
set.
No, I studied chemistry, so that's why.
Oh, okay, mixture. You did a lot of mixture and yeah, this is good. So this is it. It's as simple as that. So left join is going to fetch every information in the left table. And so when we start writing queries, we'll now handle knowing which one is left and which one is right. But just know that left join is going to collect every information in the left. And then it will also go to the right and pick only the common data. All right. And ignore every other one. So let's put that into practice and see how it works. So now let's join the table. Let's join the table. So we are going to join these two tables now. The general table and the products table. So let's join it here. Let's see. You can join any other one, anyone you like to join here. So let's join it using the left join. Left join. So what we are going to do is we are going to carry everything here and then join it to the only ones here. So this whole table is going to come into play. Copy everything, put here, then continue joining. So we are going to come here now and join only, see these two, let's put the topic here, the heading, sorry. So instead of copying everything like we did for this one, because we are assuming that this is our left table, this is a table in the left. Let's assume that we are just assuming by the time we start writing query, you now understand, you not assume anymore, you now know which one is left and right. So right. So we are assuming that this is left table and this is right. So we are going to carry everything. Let me bold in it. This is left and this is right. So for left join, we have carried everything in the left and put. Then for everything in the right, we cannot carry because it's not everything that we want. So now to bring the things we need here, we are going to now target the common column, right? This is a common column and this is a common column. So we are going to see what they have in common. They have one. Let me add more information here. Let me add more information so that it will make sense. So let's say this product is what? Bible. Let's say it's Bible. And let's add one here again. Let's say this person is Edna. Edna is from USA. Let me dash Edna USA at gmail.com. Then let's say we also have 5 here, which is so. Let's join now. We are going to come here just focus your mind only on the common column because we agree that this is the only column we are using to join them, right? So the two common columns are highlighted. Now, the first thing we want to bring here is the first information here, which is 1. Do we have 1 here and do we have 1 here? Yes, we have 1 here. So this one can come. Then we'll bring this one, put it here. Then the next one here is 2. Do we have 2 here? Yes, 2 is available. Then we'll carry it. Then we'll bring it here. Then do we have these 3 here? We check. You can see that we have 3 here. It doesn't matter where it is. They don't have to align. As long as we have it here, it can fly, can go. Then we'll copy. We'll go. Now, do we have, the next one is 4. Do we have 4 here? We check. We don't have it here. So 4 cannot go. So we'll replace it with null. We don't have anything there. This will be null. This will be null. This will be null. And this will be null because there's no information. So this one has 4 and maybe 5, 6, 7. But because they don't appear in the left table, so this is left join. We have joined these two tables. Now you can see every information here and here has been represented. Sorry, every information here and here has been represented in this one singular bigger table. So these two tables are joined together now and you can now perform queries or do whatever you want to do or work with them. All right? Do you understand? Does anybody understand what I did? You don't understand? Do you
Yes,
understand?
understood.
Nobody's talking. You don't understand. Nobody's talking. What should I do now? Do you
Let's
understand?
move on, sir. Let's move on, sir. Yes, sir.
How do we move on when you don't understand and when you understand? I don't know if you understand or not. Hmm?
Yes, I understood, sir. My
Okay.
opinion.
Does anyone else understand anything? Does any lady here understand anything?
Yes, I understand.
How about a lady? Miss Kiki, do you understand it? Left join. She's sleeping. Okay. So this is it about left join. All right. Good. So left join takes everything in the left and select only the ones that are common in the right and leaves the rest and fills them with null. Okay. So let's continue from this picture now. Right join. Let's go to right join. Since we understand the left join very well. So someone should tell us what right join is. Someone else, apart from Mr. Latif, someone else, just from me, what you can see here, just like tell us what you can see here. What do you think right join is?
Okay, I
Anybody?
think it's taking everything from the right table and from the left table, taking what is common with the right table.
Please come again. Taking everything in the right table and the left table.
Right table, and then the left table, taking what is common with it. From the left table, you take only what is common with the right table.
Exactly. Exactly. So this is just the opposite of left join, right? Right join. So let's put that in practice and see how that plays out. So for right join, let's do right join here. For right join. So now we are joining. Remember, we are still working with these two. It can be anyone. You can decide to join this and this. You can decide to join this and this. Okay, but I'm just joining these two for now. Do we still join these two, or should we now join this and this one? Okay, let's continue with the same one so that I can understand better. So now we are joining for right join. We are still going to do the same thing. We are joining this bigger one. This is still our left table and this is still our right table, assuming. But this time around, we are going to join everything in the right table. So I'll copy everything in the right table. I'll put it here. It has come board. Then we want to copy from the left table, but this time we are careful. We don't want to copy everything because it's not everything that is going to make it to the general table, right? So we want to only copy what is common. What is here is the only thing that we're going to be copying here and nothing else. So we're going to look at the first one. This first one, we are looking at, focus your mind on the common column. This is the common column they have, these two columns. are the common columns. So since everything in this table has already made it into the general table, so we don't need to focus on this table anymore. We're not focusing on this table and referencing this table. So we are scrutinizing this first row now to know if it's going to make it or not. So now we've been able to bring the right table. Since we are focusing on the right table, we brought it in. Everything in the right table has made it into the general table. So we are now scrutinizing each of the rows in the left column one by one, and we are judging them based on the common column between the two. So we'll pick the first one. Can this one make it? And the only way it can make it is if it is common here. If we can find this thing here in this table, then it can make it. So we'll now check this one. Yeah, sure, it's common, it's here. So we'll copy the info, everything here. It makes it into this table. We've joined it. Then this second one again comes in. Can we find this second one here? Yes, it's here, obviously. Then we copy it, everything in the table. Then we'll copy everything in the table. Sorry. It will make it, obviously. Now, how about this one? Yes, it's made it before, so it's going to make it again. And it comes here. Then this third one, 3, is 3 here. Yes, it is here. So it will make it. Comes here. Paste it. Can 4 make it? This 2. So 2 obviously make it because it is here and it comes in. So now 4 is not here. Look at this one. 4 is not here. So because this one doesn't have 4, now because everything here made it into the table, we are just picking up. It's possible that we also have, do you know it is possible we have 5 here? Maybe a 5 something something. So this one is not going to make it because it is not in this one. But everything here is also in the other one. So obviously everything is going to make it. Comes here. So this is how the join is going to be here for this other table. It carries everything. Now it looks like it carries everything here and everything here. All right, but remember, this is just like a sample data set. I just map out. The table you're going to be dealing with will be thousands of rows. So this is definitely going to have a row that this one doesn't have. And this one will have a lot of row that this one doesn't have. But this is almost looking like a full join because everything that is there is also here. But don't see it like that. When you're dealing with real-time data, you're going to see a lot of information, a lot of data that is like it's going to be longer. This is just like 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to be working with thousands of rows. So there will certainly be a lot of rows that won't be here. And there'll be so many rows that won't be here as well, just like that. So I know this one now is messing up the concept, but I want you to understand the concept. I'm going to upload a playlist of all the video on SQL, maybe by weekend, if I find chance weekend. I did a detailed video on this particular join, just one video alone on it. And I made sure the videos were short, so that it won't bore you watching it. Just like 5-minute to 9-minute videos that explains everything straight to the point. No bluffing. All right. So I'm going to upload that playlist and then send you guys a link to just help you out with SQL because I saw some people complaining. All right. So that's it about the left and the right join. They're just opposite of each other. So let's go to the next join. Who can help us explain the next join? The next one is inner join. So let's see who can explain this one. Is Kiki still with us? Has she gone to sleep? Has she slept off? Our 2 ladies left us, Edna and Kiki.
I'm here.
I have even seen this. Cindy is still here. So Kiki, you're going to explain the inner join while Cindy will explain uh the full join. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I go first.
All right, your
For
own
the
is
inner join, I
mm.
think the relationship between the left table and the right table is what we'll deal with.
Are you trying to confuse us? Can you,
No, I'm not confusing
you mind? Okay, try to explain it better. What
you.
is it?
I
From what
said,
you're seeing here, what is inner join?
yeah. Inner join is what connects both the left table and the right table.
What is connecting them?
The common column.
Okay, the common column. Okay.
Yes, between the left and the right table, the, the column that is
So,
common to
so,
both.
so if we have two tables now and want to join them using inner join, what should we pick up from those two tables? What should we pick? Should we pick what is common? That is the key. The primary key and the foreign key is all we'll go and pick.
I don't know that one.
All right, so that's fine. Cindy, it's your turn. Please explain full join for us. Cindy.
No, I'm sorry, sir. Can you please give me time to just listen? I can't explain anything right now.
All right, that's fine. So I'll help Kiki. Kiki actually got it. She knows what sometimes you know what you want to say, but you don't know how to say it. Sometimes English will just fool you, or you don't just but she means that inner join is what is common between two of them. So we are going to focus on what is in both tables. Like we only pick up the only columns that are available in each of these table only we pick up, not like it doesn't have to be we have a lot of columns in the right table, we have a lot of columns in the left table, but we are only focusing on the only common ones in the only one that they both have. If you go to this table, they have it. If you go to this table, they have it. Those are the only one you pick. Then for full join, as the name implies, you're picking everything in each of the table, whether it's there or not. In fact, you're not being, in all of these other tables, you're being very careful. In the left join, you're careful. You're looking at what is common, what is available in the left table, and also in the right table. Then for this one, you're careful. You're just selecting what is available in the right table, and also those ones that you can find. Then here you also have, in fact, you're more careful here, but here you don't even need to be careful. You don't need anything. Just join everything. Join everything complete. Okay. So let's see that how it works. So for the inner join, let's do it here. For inner join, we are going to join only what's common between them, right? So we are going to come to this table, select the headings. Let's put the headings here. Then let's pick these two headings and put it here as well. So what is common between them? Let's look closely. This is common between them. This is common between them. This is common. 3 is here. 4 is not common, so 4 is not going to make it. All right, so we're going to copy what is common. I'm not copying everything. I'm only copying what is common. So, but because, this table is just small, so therefore, we are going to, now when you're dealing with the larger table, you're not going to come and be copying like this. It is query. You're going to write code to, explain it. So I'm going to copy only these ones because they also appear here. Then I'll leave 4 because it does not appear there. So I'm going to fill these ones with null. All right. So this is the inner join. We've joined the inner join. Then the full join is you're copying everything. All right. You're not even being careful. This is full join. Most times you hardly use this full join in SQL. So for the full join, we're going to copy everything here, copy, then paste. Come back here, copy everything. You're not checking. You can see we didn't check anything. Whether they appear there or not, it's none of your business. You feel it. So this is it about join. All the 4 types of join has been explained here. So now let's go to write SQL query. So I'm going to come here and launch my SQL. Thank God we already have, I think we already imported data into this SQL. I'm trying to launch it, yeah. So I'm going to launch my local instance. Just double tap. Then it opens. I just cancel this. So we already remember our Chinook database, right? We are still going to have a lot of other databases, other tables we can use or other sample, but since we already imported this one, let's use it. So you can see all these things. So let's open the employee table and see. Select everything. Make sure you're practicing this thing. Practice makes you perfect. From employee, let me select from employee. So if you run it, you can see, okay. You can see employee ID. Let's also open the table from which other one? Let's open from customer. We can run both of them together and have the 2 tables side by side. So this is the employee. You can see salary of the one we added, the new table added. Okay. Can you see this column reports to? So let's open the customer table. I'm trying to see. Now, remember the first thing you look out for when you want to join 2 tables is what? If they have a common column, that is number 1 thing. Once they don't have a common column, just forget it. There's nothing you can't do any magic. So I'm looking at these 2. Let's look at it together. Employee ID, this is customer ID. They are not the same. So last name and first name and last name. If you go down, they are not the same. Now, these are customers. Remember the story I told you about the bank? I'm a customer. They have customer ID table. Then their staff, employee, they have the employee table. So this last name and first name you're seeing here is for customers. They are different from this last name and first name. These are employees in the company. All right, so they're not the same. Their company, address, city, state, country, postal code. So there's nothing common. Or do you think there's anything common? Yeah, I've seen a common C. Reports to. And then come here, C. Support rep ID. Can you see that? Now, reports to contains 355. These are numbers because 3 and 3 is there. So these are foreign keys, right? Reports to, you have the same number 1, 2, 1, 5. So these are also keys. So reports to and support rep, they are the same because they contain numbers. So they are the same information. So this means in the employees table, these are the like rep, the customer's rep, while employee, these are also like the rep that this employee reports to. So if these are the rep, let's just call them like the manager, or sorry, the account manager, that the customer, if the customer have issue, this is who they report to. This is the person that handles them. So this same person in the customers table is like the account manager, right? But in the employee table is an employee. So it's their title here is support ID, support, like the support workers. So I don't know how to explain further, but in the customers table, this is the customers table, right? No. In the customers table, these people are the people they report to. So in the employee table, they are employees in this company. So they have a common. You don't understand, right? But they have these two are common, even though the title, I remember I told you, most of the times the heading will be the same, but in this case, they are not the same thing. So we can join these two tables from this place now. If you want, so let's join them. Let's join them and have a bigger table. So this is how you join a table. When you say select, we want to join this table to join the two tables. Now, this is not a comment. It's not working as a comment because I didn't comment it. Can you see that? So I have to comment it for it to become a comment. It's not a comment, full comment. So to join, you have to now know which one you want to put in your left and which one you want to put in your right. The one you want to put in your left will be under the from. So I will say select. I want to see everything in the two tables I want to join. From.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So what you have in the from statement, this from clause is your left. So after this, the next thing you say is you want to select everything in the customers table. Done. If you run this, it's going to show you the table, the customers table. Now you want to join. Now you use statement join. You can see the join statement. So what do you want to join it? You want to join the employee table. Simple. As simple as this. It's just like normal English. So select everything, all the columns from the customers table, right? Then join it with the employees table. But it doesn't end there. Because you cannot just tell it to join. How do you want it to join it? You have to tell it to join it on. Say you now say on. So it is now left for you to know which column, their common column. So you have established that this reports to on the what? The cost, customers table is on the left. So this customers table is on the left. This is the customers table. So the column you want to join it with is support rep from the customers table. So join it on customers table. So you put customers table on customer dot support rep, which is the column. So support rep, it will come up. Support rep ID. Then equals to on the employee ID, on the employee table, dot. What is the employee table? What are reports to? Reports, it will pop up. Just select it. To. So this is how to join two table. We will say show us everything in the customers table, join it with the employee table. But where should you, because it cannot know how to join it if you don't tell it. So you have to go and point the common column. The common column here is the support rep ID and the report to. That is a common column. So, but it would still be confused because where will I find this support rep ID and where will I find this? You tell it to find this support rep ID in the customers table. This is like creating a path. Go to customers table dot support, the column, specific column there is support rep ID. So this is you like directing it. Go to customers table, pick only this column out of all the columns there. Then go to employee ID. You also see this particular column there. These are the two common columns. Then when you run this now, let's run it and see the result. Run. Is successful. Then it is going to now have a table that contains all, you can see it, I'll join the two table, but you don't have information inside the table because maybe it is not seeing those two columns. They are not able to join. Probably they don't have the same, they don't have common information. So let's try left join to see if it's going to work. So we'll say use left join to join them. Then we'll go again. You see? It will now use left join. So when you don't put the type of join to use, it will automatically use inner join. So please note this. When you don't specify the type of join that is going to use, by default, just using only join here, join statement, means it is going to use inner join by default. All right. So, and when you do that, now let's open the two tables again. You can see that the two table, this is employee table, and this is the column we want to use, report to. 1, this is 2, 2, 2, 6. Now we have 1 here, we have 2, we have 6. Let's see if we have 1, 2, 6 in the customers table, which this is the column. You can see we have 3, 5, and 4. There is no 1, 2, 6. So they don't have anything in common. Can you see that? Because of that, when we try to join it, it didn't join because it is going to use inner join. Inner join only picks the only columns that are, the only rows that are common. And these two tables don't have, in this row that we are using to join them, they don't have anything in common inside this row. This one has 3, 5, and 4, while this one has 1, 2, and 6. So this code here is correct. Obviously, it's going to join the two table. You can see the content of this table. Let's open this again. The employee table has how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 rows. While the customers table has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 16 and 13, which is 29, right? 29 rows. So when you now join them, it's going to join all of them together. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So you can see they joined the both tables together. Now they don't have anything in common because you're using what? Inner join. So you can decide to put the inner join. But there's no need putting the inner join because by default, join alone means inner join. So if you run it to give you the same result, to just give you empty table because there's nothing common between them. So if you use the left join, it's going to join everything in the left. plus the only common one, which obviously there's no common. So it's everything in the left that is going to join. You can see I'll join everything in the left for you. Let's see what happens. These ones are null. You can see. Because there's nothing common here. Everything here is null. Everything in the other table is null. You can you see null? You can see null, right? So let's try right join. If you use right join, it's going to join everything in the right. And you can see now everything in the left is null. Everything here. Because there's nothing common, not even a single common column. Because it is looking at the column that we are using. That's why the column that we are using. So it will come to the right table, everything comes in, everything here appears. If you now, let's try full join. Most times full join is that nobody uses full join. It's not really common. I don't know why, but let's see if it works here. It doesn't even work in most, see, it's not working here, unknown. So nobody uses full join actually. So it's not gonna work. So this is it. This is it. This is it. Do we understand anything? Does anybody have questions to ask? A lot of people have gone out.
I'm you.
A lot of people have gone
Uh,
out.
yes, sir. It looks like we understand, sir.
Okay,
Who?
good. Okay, good. So let's just do one more before we're supposed to solve a lot of questions with these before we go. Let's look at another table. Let's look at select everything from invoice. Let's see invoice. Let's close this one, right? So let's see the invoice. Look at invoice. Is everything okay? Who is shouting? So invoice. Look at
Invoice,
invoice.
yeah.
Now let's check. Let's check another one.
Invoice.
Select everything
Select.
from
No. Maybe playlist.
playlist, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Nothing here. Nothing here is common. Let's try tracks. This is not gonna work.
Truck. No, from truck.
Okay.
Okay.
So from tracks, we have album
Hmm.
ID, media credit, composer.
Immediately.
Okay, so unit price.
Right, unit
Then for
price.
invoice, we have billing.
Billing code, billing country, billing state. No unit price.
Okay, here we have this unit price and this is actually the same
Ah.
total.
Mm.
Album ID. Look at album ID. So
Mm.
album, do we have album? Okay, that album table is not here.
That one, yes, it was
No,
not opening.
album ID will have worked, unfortunately. But I'm seeing something in this invoice. We have customer ID. So let's see. Can we have customer table close here? So if we come here and put customer table here, let's see. This is going to make sense. So in the invoice, we have customer ID. In the customer, we have customer ID. You see, they have similar columns. See. So in the customer ID, 59, 58, 54, 50 something. In the customer ID here, we have 55, 56. So let's join these two now. Wow. Let's join these two. So we want to select everything. First of all, later I'll show you how to select just few things from. So the first one is from the customer's table. All right. We want to join. Which table do we want to join? We want to join which table? Hello, are you there? Hello.
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So which table are we joining? We are joining the invoice table. Invoice. So we have to tell it where to join it on. Use the on statement. The on clause. On. So remember when we talked about aliasing, alias. So instead of calling this customer, we can just say as C. We can denote this customer as C, right? Instead of calling invoice, we can say as I. So on, instead of typing customer again, we'll just say C dots. Where do we want to join it? Customer ID equals to, this one will be I dots customer ID.
Something like this.
So it's shorter like this, right? So now if we join it, if we run this, remember the inner join is intersection, right? So
Yes,
the
intersection,
join,
yeah.
this join is same as inner join.
That is
So
common to the two
yeah,
tables.
is to select only the ones that are common. It has joined the two table now. So this is where this one stops. The other one continued from here. The two table has been joined together. Now we can select just the parts. Maybe we want to see only the customer ID. We don't want to see the whole table. We want to see only the customer ID. We want to see the first name. We want to see only the last name. Then from the invoice table, we want to see only the invoice ID. Invoice ID. Then we want to see maybe the billing country. And then we want to see the total. That's all that I want to see. Invoice. Okay. So if you run this now, we're going to have just those columns. I don't know, it's like I didn't select all. Customer ID, first name, last name, invoice ID, column, customer ID in field list is ambiguous. Really? Select customer ID. It means they cannot recognize customer ID. Customer ID. Okay. Say I don't want to see customer ID. I want to see just the names and all of those. Then I run this. So it's going to just show me all those ones that are selected. So because it was actually joining them on customer ID, that's why it gave us that error. So you can see we now have this column, these first two columns are from the customers table, while these other three columns are from the invoice column. So those two tables are joined together now. Now we can actually, work on them and do whatever we want to do with them. All right. So I think we've had a very long time. This is already after 8. On Sunday, we can now solve questions on this one. We can now solve actual questions, and I'll give you your projects on SQL on Sunday. Okay. So we're going to close from here and then take questions if there are questions. If you have any questions, just drop your questions. So I'll just attend to it before we go. And I really want to appreciate
Yes, there are
all of
plenty
you.
questions. But
Okay.
no, but sir, you cannot ask the question now because I cannot ask the question now because sleep is actually on me.
Yeah, I can
So
notice
maybe in
that.
the next, maybe on
All right,
Sunday or
I'll try
something.
to drop the replay in the morning so that I can go over it and then compile your questions. On Saturday, we're going to solve a lot
Yeah.
of questions and then I'll introduce it to your project
Sunday.
as well. On Sunday, I
Will
said
there be
maybe.
class on Saturday?
No,
Okay.
Sunday. We'll move it on Sunday when you have enough chance.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
then. See you all on Sunday then. Good night. Bye.
Thank you. Please don't forget to send the link to the
Sure.
recording.
This one, right?
Thank you.
I'll send it in the morning.
Yes.